everyone, welcome to GITEX Insights. I have with me today Vijay Babber, Channel Manager, Skyhigh Security. Hi Vijay, how are you doing
I'm very
today?
well, how are you?
All good, thank you so much. So how crucial is GITEX as platform for business?
So GITEX is obviously one of the oldest cybersecurity technology events in the Middle East and the largest. And obviously attending GITEX, it provides a platform for organizations like ourselves to meet with new potential customers, to update ourselves on recent trends, technical trends, and also, as is important, is the meeting of partners, of customers, of peers, and just doing socializing, networking with them. A security SSE solution like Skyhigh Security, it's crucial that we have a presence to demonstrate our technology to the visitors here, so we can share our security web gateway, we can share remote browser isolation technologies, and really educate, again, the partners and the customers that attend. But another really important reason for being here is for forging key partnerships. Skyhigh Security, as you know, we are a channel-first organization. Channel comes first to us for everything. And being here allows us to really meet with and integrate with key potential partners, new and old, MSSPs, and obviously competition as well. Understand how the competition is working with existing and other partners. And obviously these partners are crucial and our backbone to obviously helping us and complement our technology to their customers as well.
And how Skyhigh Security is protecting data and ensuring compliance?
Good question. So cybersecurity, it's a massive thing now in the Middle East. And pretty much every organization is facing issues around cyber threats. Now, compliance, when you say compliance, we really focus a lot on data compliance, protecting your data. We are an SSE vendor, with Secure Web Gateway and with RBI, we allow you to protect your data. But when it comes to compliance, we really have a key strength in Skyhigh Security where we focus on our points of presence, and I'll call that a POP, POP for short. And our points of presence are located around the world, but we are lucky enough to have a new POP just recently launched in the UAE, where we can actually now ensure data residency and sovereignty compliance so that organizations like large enterprises or government entities can rest assured that their data never leaves or crosses over other borders, is actually staying within UAE. Very important to, organizations like governments want to make sure that cross-border transactions are not happening, data leakage is not happening, and having a local POP in the UAE, which obviously we did previously in Saudi Arabia earlier this year as well. So we have two POPs in the region. We ensure that for our two biggest territories in the Middle East, we have local data presence, which then adheres to data sovereignty and obviously the compliance regulations around that as well.
Okay. You mentioned earlier remote browser isolation. How does this enhance cybersecurity in today's digital landscape, and why is it a critical component of secure service edge solutions for protecting users from modern web-based threats?
So more and more vulnerabilities are happening from the web browser. Users are unknowingly using outdated or unprotected web browsers. And what tends to happen is that really opens up the doors for malicious attacks like phishing, like ransomware, like drive-by downloads. And what that means is malicious code is then extracted out onto your device that's being used by the user through a web browser. And what RBI does, remote browser isolation, it actually isolates a browsing session for wherever the user is on premise or whether he's remotely working. It moves that away into a remote environment. So it pretty much covers every transactional operation in web browsing, but in a cloud of its own, in a remote cloud of its own. So it means that there'll be no malicious attacks coming down. There'll be no possibility of extracting any phishing or ransomware files onto your devices. And once you've finished your browsing session, it allows you to close that out, and that environment is literally closed out, neutralizing any possibility of any attack happening. And at the same time, with AI integrated with remote browser isolation and then the integration with a good secure web gateway in an SSE solution, it really forms a critical part in securing data, especially when you have proxy administrators that have to update their whitelist, that have to update their proxies. That also opens up the doors for malicious attacks. With a remote browser isolation, a user will simply go to a remote isolation site, do his web browsing, close that link off, knowing very well that that organization is protecting its environment from having malicious code download.
Thank you so much. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
taking our time and
Thank you
talking
very
to
much.
us.